Hi, howdy, and how's it going? And welcome back to my channel. A channel that has sit stagnant for over a year now. A channel that I just actually technically recorded, or not recorded, uploaded a video to the Poppy Playtime Chapter 4, which, funny enough, I had actually recorded over a year ago, in December of 2024, which, if you are keeping track, means I did not record a single video in the entirety of 2025 for this channel. I think that I don't fully quote me on that. I don't know if that's fully accurate because I don't know when Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 came out. I think it was in 2024. Um, but for all I know, it was in January that I recorded it. It was close to that point. That's not why I'm talking here, but I'm talking here while I'm trying to do knife stuff for some reason in Call of Duty Black Ops. I have already recorded this gameplay. I'm just watching over it right now, so I have something to do and something to focus on while I twiddle my fingers and tell you about the real reason, technically, why I was gone. Not that necessarily I wasn't gonna say that I owe you guys anything, but more so that I need to talk about a lot of things, especially since therapy's expensive, man, and the internet is free. It shouldn't be for a lot of people, but it is. So anyone who wants to, you get to sit here and watch me play Call of Duty poorly, and at the same time you get to hear me talk just as poorly. But yeah, the real reason why I was gone is more what I wanted to talk about, uh, as well as a few other things, but mostly why I was gone, which I had kind of mentioned briefly, jokingly in my Effie channel that I said I said some things had gone poorly for me. I mentioned that I got broken up with, which kind of was a tipping point that had, for lack of better words, been building since pretty much I think 2017. If you're keeping track, that's 9 years of just me building up in the worst possible way, uh, and not necessarily saying the breakup was the worst thing to have happened. Oh God, Effie, dude, you're gonna die, man. Get the fuck out of there. Uh, the breakup wasn't great, but it definitely wasn't actually what sent me over the edge. It was just kind of the thing to wake me up. Maybe is the best way to put it. Um, it ruined my mental health in a good way. I want to say. It made me start kind of like actually psychoanalyzing myself and being like, well, why have I been so unhappy with myself for so long, and why has it been since basically 2017, which really only one person that I know would know and understand why that is. Um, but that's not the point. The point is that it sucked, and I was ready to fucking go crazy. I was ready to get myself in shape. So that's what I did. I was running. I was getting myself into shape. I was running. I was fucking Forrest Gump. I wasn't fucking Forrest Gump. I'm saying because, like, I was running. Like, Jenny, I was running like that motherfucker. I was so. Anyways, I was running. But I have fucking scissors in my pocket. What the hell is that shit? Uh, if Schmet, if you remember to get the video footage, I don't know why I have scissors in my pocket. Can you hear that? In case I don't know what that was for. Good job. Kill the Ravagers. Go, Effie. Go. Go past Effie. Go. Go past Effie. Get him. Get him past Effie. Kill him. Good job. Good job. What the fuck is going on? I forgot that happened. Oh my god, he's stuck. Help him, pass Effie. Whoa! I never saw that. I never saw that even in the gameplay. That motherfucker went flying. Did you guys see that? Comment steel toe camels if you saw that. Anyways, um, so yeah, I was running. I was eating healthier, mostly thanks to my mom because she cooked and brought me food. But I wasn't spending money on food and shit. Um, and then I started working out. Actually, I was in not only the best shape in a long time. I was in the best shape of my life. I could run. I was close to running 5Ks. Or I was running 5Ks weekly, and about 3Ks each day. Um, I was on a good. I was gonna say eating schedule. What the fuck are those things called? Sleeping schedule. I was on a good sleeping schedule. I was, like I said, I was working out every day. I bought weights. I was so ready. I was so ready to do everything. It was the summer of fucking dreams. Um, and you know what? I got hot. I got hot, and that made me kind of like put myself out there. It made me, want seek companionship, but not seek companionship. Just kind of like try and put myself out there. So I, how do I put this? Know what I want in the future, like, you know, so that I can see if I like know what I crave and desire. Is that hey? Do you guys understand what I'm saying when I say that? Do you know what the fuck? That was a cool lamp. Should go back and steal that lamp. Do you guys know what I'm talking about when I say that though? Like, not necessarily figure out my sexuality, but like figure out what I want in a relationship, or if I even want a relationship, like that kind of vibe. So that brought me to Tinder, which most people would have horror stories on Tinder. I ended up having probably the best time ever. Made a lot of awesome friends, and that sounds weird. Like you go on Tinder to find out if you can fuck someone or get a significant other of some sort. And I got on there and I ended up with, like, for some reason, all Chinese friends. But what can a quirked up white boy do if not be the fetish of a Chinese woman, right? But yeah, I went on a couple of dates. I started questioning my sexuality of if I went on some dates with some guys. I went on some dates with some girls. Uh, there was no non-binaries in there, so I can't say I was inclusive to all the genders. But my point being is that I put myself out there, and not much happened in terms of like me finding out if I wanted anything, other than the fact that I was like, I don't really think I want anything. I ended up questioning the point of, am I even bisexual? Do I like men whatsoever? Do I like women whatsoever? Or do I just want friends and to beat my shit at home? That's where I was at with this whole situation. Sorry for airing out this part in a video, but hey, like I said, the internet's free, so fuck you. I'm gonna say what I want, baby. Let's go. But yeah, like I said, I made a lot of friends. Some of which are actually in relationships, and some of which have moved provinces. So that was fucking fun. But yeah, like I said, I tried to put myself out there, and it worked in kind of, I guess, not necessarily drowning my sorrows. I don't know if you just heard that, but I shit my pants right there. Not necessarily drowning my sorrows, but like actually kind of sort of figuring out myself in a deeper way, or at least like not knowing what I don't want. That was probably better. And what I didn't want was a committed, serious relationship. necessarily, I'm not. More so, I'm not ready for a committed, serious relationship. I think that was the best way to put it. Okay. Um, Other than that, I didn't really find out what I wanted. What I didn't want. Right. Sorry, I'm just watching myself spin in fucking circles, and I want to spin in circles, but I got a headphone wire on, so I can't do that. And I also need to burp, so get ready for that. Get ready for Get ready for me to burp big time, baby. Let's go. Did you like that, dude? Can you smell that shit? Can you smell it? Can you smell what the rocket? Holy fire is fire! Speaking of cooking, I didn't even see myself throw that fucking thermo. Excuse me, grenade. Bless me. Thank you. No problem. Anyways, um, so after my Tinder, well, not after, but during my Tinder excursion, something happened which ended up making me lose a friend. I was supposed to move out, and at the time of me recording that birthday video, uh, we were already kind of rocky, but we were still friends. The guy that had been living at my house was already in a rocky state. But I ended up we stopped talking completely, and that felt really weird because he was the longest friend I ever had. Technically, the first friend I ever made. So not talking to him felt weird, and then almost immediately felt normal, like right. I don't know if that's like mean to say, but it didn't feel like like I had ruined or I had made the wrong choice. I think that's the best way to say it. Um, but yeah, so that whole situation happened, and it put a big damper on us moving out because we were supposed to move out. Me, him, and basically my other long-time friend. Technically, the other friend that I've had for the longest amount of time, a friend that I made in elementary school as well. Um, I will come back to that, I guess, though. But yeah, all well, he's still okay with them. But yeah, like I said, I stopped talking to him. So yeah, that happened, and that didn't feel too great. But it's become the norm now, and it feels right now. I don't. Yeah. Anyways, that sucked, but it's okay because guess what? I got a fucking cat, guys. I got a fucking cat, and guys, the cat is the most adorable little fluffy fucker ever in the world. I love this cat with all my heart, and I would honestly eat a small paraplegic man if my cat told me to do it, just because I love my cat that much. And my cat deserves nothing but loyalty, even when she's a straight fucker and gets me killed in video games. Um, Foreshadowing. But anyways, yeah, that was about it. I just wanted to mention my cat. I got a cat, and cat made everything a lot brighter. My little fucking rain cloud. Funny enough, did the complete opposite of what rain clouds usually fucking do, or storm clouds. Sorry, ended up doing the complete opposite of what storm clouds usually do. Big shake of the head there. No, because he did a silly goose there. But yeah, my cat's name is Cloud, by the way. Well, my cat's name is Lucy, but I call her Cloud. If that wasn't obvious, that I kept calling her Storm Cloud because she's fluffy, and she was white like a cloud, but she got a little bit smoky, and now she's a storm cloud. Or what did Meredith say? What the fuck was toasty? She got all toasty. She's a little toasty now, so yeah. She's like a burnt marshmallow, but to me, she's a little storm cloud. She's just sitting there. She's sleeping currently, like, on the cat tree. She's in the living room, and I'm in the dining room just watching her look out the window into the abyss. She's my little guard cat. Anyways, Okay, so this is kind of all over the place in essence, but I after Cat came, I had a weird little health scare happen. Not necessarily a scare because I wasn't too, like it didn't. I was gonna say it didn't affect me too much. It affected me enough to make me stop working out and shit. Uh, except for I guess at the hospital to do my stress test to see if I could run, which didn't help worth shit. Um, but I had passed out in an awkward circumstance. Went to the hospital, stayed there, and figured out that my heart not great, but undetermined what it was. Before I forget what it's called. I want to say a tick, but not a tick. What the fuck is that called? I found it out in like grade 9 of gym or in gym when basically the same thing happened, but I'd never actually passed out, and they hooked me up to I believe it's an ECG, like the little pocket heart monitor where anytime you like feel like you're having an episode, you're supposed to press something and it tracks it. Uh, and basically they told me to do the same thing just to see if I have any like quote unquote anomalous activity, which I was like, okay. Nothing really happened in the week that I had it. Um, but it did. I guess it was fine because they were mostly just like curious as to what the fuck was going on with this stupid little guy and why he won't leave them the fuck alone. Uh, I actually haven't been to the hospital in a long time, but uh, I ended up basically being fine. They were just more confused why the fuck things weren't happening or why the fuck this was happening. Especially considering like I was in better shape. Uh, I also found out I was allergic to scent and a lot of other things, but basically, yeah, that I just thought that was an interesting fact. And a lot of people apparently are allergic to scent, so yeah, be careful of that. You should probably ask people if they're allergic to that before you spray a fuck ton of cologne or use specific laundry detergents. I don't know where that one came from. That's just me being the little silly guy. I just wanted to share that shit with you. But but yeah, that was a fucking weird little time in my life. But I'm kind of all good now, sort of ish, I guess. That yeah, I don't know. Anyways, to some more better news. This is where things started to pick up and started to get so much better in my life, guys. And I want you guys all to get ready to clap for me, to applaud me, to cheer, maybe if you will. I don't know. Give out a little woohoo if you so did. Why are you jumping into his head, Effie? Don't do that. God, I just fucking hip thrusted this fucker right in the head. That God, I'm such a fucking idiot. Anyways, get ready to applaud me because okay, wait, what the fuck? Oh, I thought I was gonna run in the fire there. I'm uh air quotes moved out. I moved. I didn't move out. I guess I moved. Um, but for the longest time, I was actually in my basement of my parents' place. So theoretically, here's the like actual story of what happened. Is my parents moved out and my friend moved in, but I moved upstairs because I was in the basement, and my friend moved to the basement. Um, which was probably one of the weirdest situations of my life because it took so fucking long to get in order. It is currently like uh, it is February 16th. Actually, technically, the day that I'm going to upload this, that's the day that it is. It's February 16th currently, and I basically February 10th, I think, was when I finally got pretty much all of my upstairs sorted, and I moved upstairs of this house. I think it was like not necessarily December 1st, but it was close to the beginning of December. Meaning it took me a good 2 months to actually move and clean up and sort out all of my stuff that I have. My parents are still using one of the rooms we have here, plus the garage, plus our shed for storage. So there's not like it's not like it's a crazy amount of room that I've got, but I do have a lot more room than what I should for how much I'm spending. Thank fuck, because goddamn am I broke. Worse than broke, actually. Bankrupt. Or not bankrupt, sorry. I did not file for bankruptcy. Bankruptcy? I did not file for bankruptcy. But I am in debt, so that doesn't help too much. Either way, that said, I'm paying rent, and I feel like a big man now. I feel like a big man. I have my own space with my friend, the friend that I was originally supposed to move out with. Thank you for coming along and helping me here and not, fucking me over. But we're living in a big man world. We're living in a big man world, and I'm a little man sitting here living in this big man world. Hey, fucking idiot, you can't jump over there. Yeah, this guy didn't fucking... Hey, stop doing that. You can't jump over there. God, you would think this guy's uneducated and didn't graduate high school or something. And you'd be right if you thought that, because he didn't. And he never will. He never will, because he's a fucking failure. He's a piece of... Oh, never mind. Holy shit. Holy shit. Do you see these jukes? Oh my god, never mind. This guy should be in the fucking NFL. Look at that shit. Holy fuck. Holy shit. Now he's shooting the D-line. What the fuck's going on here? Oh my god, you can't do that in the NFL. Guys, flag on the fucking play. Holy shit. Maybe that's what they should have done. I don't even remember what I never did what's it called, a Super Bowl video this year either, which was a shame because that was so much fun to do before. But anyways, but my I don't remember what the fuck I was saying before me being a failure and then me absolutely breaking the ankles of these goddamn zombies. Holy shit. Oh my god, wait. Pick up the pointer. No, not that. Did I get the pointer? I got the pointers. I still got the symbol monkeys in this shit. I don't remember if I got it, but using the Cas mines is so much more fun, and it's so funny, and I hope I pick up the Cas mines in this eventually, because it's so funny what happens. But I'm not gonna say, just in case I do get the Cas mines, I want you to see what I do with the Ravagers. It's very... Holy fuck, a Ravager! He heard me talking about him in the past tense. He heard me talk... He knew I was going to talk about him at this exact moment. And I can't believe that. What a fucking asshole. He just came up on me like that. Anyways, back to actually talking about what I was talking about. So yeah, more on the finding out about myself thing, because I'm trying to tell it in like chronological order while not chronological order. Is it chronological? I don't know. I'm trying to tell it in an order that makes sense. But back to the dating thing is I think originally I was thinking I was asexual until I actually met someone who I had a really good connection with. Okay. But we both decided that it was... Oh, I did get the Cas mines. Fuck yeah. Sorry, more important things at hand. I got the fucking Cas mines, and I got char camo? Okay. I don't give a fuck about my sexuality now. Guys, get ready, because he's gonna... Well, he, being me, is gonna get a crazy fucking play the next time you see the Ravagers. Oh, get fucking ready, baby, because it's entertaining as shit. So anyways, I met someone on Tinder, and one of now my good friends, I would assume, ish still. They kind of told me about... Well, not told me, because I knew what most of the sexualities were, but they kind of were okay with listening to me talk about some shit, and they were like, yeah, you kind of sound like you're demisexual if you're like, you know, going on dates, but like, it's not. Holy fuck, what the hell is going on? Uh, Basically, what I explained is like, I think people are hot. Don't get me wrong, and to most people, like thinking they're hot, it would be enough to like, be ready to sleep with someone. Not necessarily that, but like you would be attracted to them if you think they're hot. Or if you think they're like funny-ish or whatever. But like for me, I have to feel like I have a very strong emotional connection before I even like, am able to. I hope you're catching my drift. Before I'm able to even sleep with someone. Before like I'm not just sexually attracted to them, but like you get what I mean. Anyways, that being said, thank fuck that this person came out of nowhere and was like, you might be demisexual, because it kind of that made me look inward a little bit more. And like I said, now I know what I want, because I always thought like, hey, I don't want a relationship because I am a little bit fucked up and broken, and some people can be sexually attracted to someone right off the bat, and that's why I'm not attracted to these people, and that's why my relationships aren't working. It's because I just don't like people. Maybe I'm just asexual, but no, no, it was a lot more complex than that. And yeah, thinking about it, that was the first person that I think I've ever met where I was like genuinely in a good place in my brain, and I felt comfortable with them, and it worked. It worked. It was good. And then they fucking moved, and my little heart got broken again, but that's okay, because uh, honestly, it was for the best, because I'm still not in a place where I should be dating. I still very firmly believe that. But if anything, like I said, I learned that I'm demisexual. So, in another word, yeah, I could still like men, and yeah, I could still like women, and I could like non-binaries. So my main takeaway from that is I can still say any gay slur that I want, and you can't get mad at me, because I'm an even more niche sexuality. I'm a more niche sexuality than I was gonna say than pedophilia. The only niche sexuality that conservatives recognize. I forget the content creator that I just ripped that off from. I'm pretty sure her name is Charlie. Either way, she's fucking awesome. She's hilarious. And thank you, Matt, for sending me that that Instagram reel. That shit was funny as fuck. Um, but yeah, anyways, I'm one of the most niche sexualities aside from, you know, like I said, pedophilia, the one that all conservatives subscribe to. Not conservative, sorry. Let me sorry, like conservative politician. Actually, you know what? Maybe we should just say all politicians in the states at the very least. Did I not do it? Oh yes, he did do it. Let's go. I was just trying to loaf. Look at them. Look at them. Yes, fucking spin. Oh my god, look at these fuckers. Look at them. They get dragged. No, Effie, throw another one. Throw the other one. Yes, go. What the fuck? What the fuck just happened? I want to see. Yes, go. Spin. Spin. God, it's so fun. It's so entertaining watching that shit. It is so entertaining watching that shit. I love it. I love it more than I love myself. That's not a high bar, actually. You know what? Never mind. Anyways, but yeah, I was pretty happy about that demisexual, figuring it out. More than you really realize. A lot of people are like, "Oh, why put a label on it?" But at the same time that I feel like why put a label on it, I don't really think it matters too much. But understanding your own sexuality does help a lot. Like, I'm still probably just gonna tell people I'm bisexual just to make things easier. But like understanding my own feelings definitely helps like navigate my own life and actually be able to know what I want in a relationship or a partner or just sexually. Like I'm not going to just be able to have sex with someone just because I think they're hot is like the main takeaway of that. And that's where I'm gonna leave that because I don't really like talking about sex. It makes me feel yucky. Unless I'm talking about cranking one out, then is funny. Cranking one out is fucking hilarious, guys, and more people should talk about just absolutely jerking the gherkin. You know, pulling the meat. I was gonna say meat dog, pulling the hot dog. Flipping it over, putting it in the fucking barbecue. My hand is a barbecue. Just wait, no, don't put your hot dog in my barbecue. No. This sounds like a weird fucking. I was gonna say this sounds like a weird female rap lyric. Like that sounds where I'm going right now, and it's not. I promise you, that's not what I'm trying to do here. But maybe I should be a rapper. Maybe I should be a female rapper, guys. I'm gonna change my gender to a woman. I'm she I'm a. You know what? I'm just a they now. I'm a they. Refer to me as they. My pronouns are he, them. Because I'm a fucking heathen. Oh! That's actually my Instagram bio. So that's not even like an original joke. I just decided that one day that I wanted to put the holy fuck yeah, punch that bitch. Absolutely fucking yeeter. Him. Them? I don't know what that was. I just realized there's no female zombies. What a fucking sexist game. What if as a woman I want to beat the fuck out of some other women instead of just beating men? But realistically, no one should beat women. Everyone loves beating men though. Fuck men. Men are pigs. So on another note, so I finally have a schedule. We're leading to more, I guess, present day, but for the past month or so, I've actually gotten a schedule, not an upload schedule. I'm not gonna subscribe to that, and I do want to say that even though I'm going to talk about what I'm gonna be doing with my videos and channels in the closer to the end of this video, there is a good chance that I will not be uploading again for a little while, just because I'm still trying to kind of get into the not ending goals, but like into a stronger focus. Like I'm not physically perfect on my schedule yet. So there's a good chance that I will not be uploading, but I did make like a daily schedule for myself that works, that fits in with my like actual work. I'm gonna try to edit. I have set recording days, so that is a main focus of it. But I haven't technically been recording. The things that I was focusing on mostly was trying to actually get a set time where when I wake up, always at 1 p.m. And the reason I do that is because I work usually, like the earliest usually that I leave work is is like 1 a.m. But on most days I'm there until 2-ish. Just honestly, it just makes it easier to like sleep until 1 p.m. and not be tired at the end of my shifts. But yeah, I try to wake up at 1 a.m. or 1 p.m. Holy fuck, I'm stupid. Try to wake up at 1 p.m. and then I'm still working out the kinks. Originally, it was going to be wake up at 1 p.m., do my ab routine, or I call it a warm-up because it's abs mostly. It's mostly core focused, but for some reason, there's just fucking sets of push-ups in there. So it's core plus push-ups for some reason. And so I wake up. I was doing wake up, do that, then do legs, and then alternating day of push and pull because I have weights that I bought downstairs, so it's going to be alternating push and pull. The first couple days that I was doing that, I found out my body is not ready for that yet to do a bunch of stuff at first. So I switched it to it's just abs and let my cat cuddle me for an extra little bit in the morning. Then after that is my shower routine. Or my bathroom routine, which is brush teeth, shower, then whatever the rest of it is. I can't do it unless I actually am looking at the stuff because there's like I actually don't remember what anything else is. I'm trying to think. I'm genuinely trying to think. Why can't I think of any of my fucking bathroom routine? I am so tempted because my bathroom is about like 5 steps away from me. I'm so tempted to just walk over there and see what it is. Like I'm trying to envision what else I do. Maybe it's just shower and brush teeth, but I feel like there's more. I don't know. Oh, I got my nasal spray. I gotta do my nasal spray and my fucking hair gummies because I'm balding, guys. I'm fucking balding. There is some more stuff. And then and the lotion. I have to lotion myself because my skin gets super dry after showers. See, now it's coming back to me. That's my bathroom routine. What else? What's after that? After that is breakfast. That's the other thing. So when I brush my teeth, I give my cat some greenies, which are like the teeth brushing treats. That's the other thing. That was what I was missing. I was like, there's something so adorable that I always that I let my cat do, and that's what it is. She gets some greenies. Yeah, so I got my routine that and then it's usually after that it's work. It's either work and breakfast. And then it's usually work or record, which I haven't been recording, so it's mostly work and then set up my house for the rest of it. That's what it's been mainly. And then I get and then lunch obviously in between there. And then when I get home, it's dinner time, and then edit for about an hour and read. That's what most of it is, guys. Yeah, and it's making my mental health a lot fucking better. Oh fuck yeah, let's go. Are you fucking ready, guys? It's fucking spin cycle time. It's spin cycle time. Run around, Effie. Run around. Gather up these little fucking trollops as much as they can get. And fucking spin them around. Spin them. Oh my fucking god, look at that. Look at what is that one doing? He's just sat there. I'm not gonna edit shit, but you guys can see. You could see that little fucker that wasn't even spinning. He was just stuck there. Oh my god, look at them get crawled away. What the fuck? Why did those two just blow up in a different spot? They blew up in the last Cas mine area. Anyways, guys, here's the thing, alright? Is my mental health is a lot better, right? So and I'm on my schedule now for doing some workouts, but we're still unaware of what happened, but I am better now. What that means is that I've got biannual checkups. Which I did have to check with Echo what biannual meant because I thought I don't know what the word for like every second year would be, but originally I was like, why would I be checking up on it every second year? But for the time being, we're doing biannual checkups to see how little heart is doing, if it's progressing or if there was any, if there's more complications, and I'm happy about that. I'm definitely not upset about the fact that they're trying to keep me safe. That's definitely a net positive. Yeah, fuck you, Zursa. And yeah, like I said, I slowly started strength training again, doing the ab routine shit, that abs plus push-ups, abs and one chest workout. So yeah, I'm hoping my health is in check and in order in a little bit. But motherfucker, he's pissed. He's pissed that he just got that nuke. Motherfucker. But yeah, I'm slowly getting back in better to being the best me that I can be. I say as I can't really breathe because I wasn't drinking. Guys, 1 second. It's water break time. I'm gonna down the entire fucking water. All right. It looked like there was a lot more water in here. Like it was at the bottom of the little ribbon or the wrapper. So let me get another one. Hang on, I'm gonna get another one. Just here with my G-subs in it. I don't remember. I think this is goof juice in here. It might be good. Hang on. I'm like, goof juice is good, but I meant like the flavor. It might be good. Like the flavor, good might be in this. There we go. Holy fuck! Go Mangler Cannon, man. Yes, good job, man. Go. Hang on. Already time for flavor reveal. That was... I don't know which one that is. I think that's good, honestly. No. No, that one's definitely goof juice. Yeah. Wait, I can even check, because this one's just in my dining room's right next to my kitchen, for obvious reasons. Give me a second. Guys, I was so totally wrong. This was good. I don't know. I think I ended with goof juice. No, this one is good. This one was good. I'm drinking good. Do you guys like this fucking 2-minute segment of me trying to guess what G-Subs flavor that I just consumed? Is that entertaining for you guys? I'm saying this like there's anyone still fucking watching. But hey guys. It's like my therapy session. Anyway, speaking of, I've been reading to get myself a little less stupid. And I've noticed a lot of things of like I don't know what certain fucking words are. My vocabulary is shit. It's fucking, you know, the like cursing is the crutch to a crippled vocabulary. If you've heard that before. I used to think that was a really stupid thing to do. In which case, I've learned a lot of new words, but I don't really think I want to use those words because I find it mostly pretentious to it. Like, if you can't speak to someone and them quote unquote comprehend, like if they can't, why not just say understand? If they can't understand from like if they're, you know, lower intelligence than you and they can't understand it, then are you really being smart or saving time or anything? Like, why not just sit, like, if you've got a big vocabulary, why not just use the smaller word so that everyone understands, so you don't have to be like, oh, well, the pretentious snobbery means this, since you're so little brain guy. Why not just be like, that guy's... What? That was a poor example because like pretentious and snobbery is a funny fucking word, but like I don't know how to explain snobby, but like, you know, those rich stupid fucking jack-offs that think they're all high and mighty, like that's what I mean, which is ironic that I'm using this in this term, but you get the point. So anyways, I've been reading to be less stupid, but I don't want to come across as in like I am less stupid. So I'm not gonna change my vocabulary whatsoever, but I've been watching the pages of The Walking Dead. I've been reading, so The Rise of the Governor and Road to Woodbury. I've already completed those. That's some of the things that are like on my schedule is I want to complete one chapter of any book a day. And I was behind because I was busy, obviously. But I caught up and I completed those 2 books, and holy fuck, let me tell you, I am so beyond obsessed with the Walking Dead universe again, because I was obsessed with it already because of the comics, but then in the comics, Glenn dies, it brought me out of it. I was watching the show, it got to the point where Glenn dies, it brought me out of the show again. Then I finished the show, but yeah, I read the books, and holy fuck, let me tell you, the books following Lily Call and the Governor, quote unquote, are very good. Like, honest to God, some of the best shit I have ever experienced. Because I have read it, and it, like, you can understand that, like, it's weirdly written, but in a very entertaining way. Like, I really do like it. Point being, is I like reading again. It's making me feel a little bit smarter, and I gotta say thank you to Robert Kirkman and Jay Bonansinga. I think that's how you say his fucking name, for creating those books. Because holy fuck, you are keeping me from being a stupid little guy who can't read because he's got dyslexia brain. But anyways, that besides the point of that, I'm basically talking about the things that are bringing me joy, right? And another thing that's been bringing me joy is the thing that you're watching me do right now. Jerk off. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's a joke. You're not allowed to watch me jerk off. You gotta go to my OnlyFans for that. I don't have one, just so we're clear. Don't go be looking that shit up, 'cause I don't have one. Don't be looking that shit up, alright? But anyways, gaming. I have found a love again for gaming in a very weird way. Before, I used to kind of just like sitting by myself and playing the games, and that was it, or playing with friends. But obviously, as you get older, it's harder to play with friends. But I have been really enjoying playing games again whenever I have time, and just pretty much any game. But even games like Call of Duty or XCOM or State of Decay. State of Decay is a huge one because of this aspect of world building, but like in my own way. And the reason I say this is, and I'm going to bring it back to a game that I don't think has this anymore. The Last of Us Online, the Last of Us Online multiplayer had a really cool mode where you would go into the game as whatever you were, like the Firefly or Scat, whatever the fuck it was. I don't remember the 2 factions that you could be. But you would go into it, and pretty much what would happen is, based off of, I think it was 3 games, based off of like 3 games, you would be either like, you would have like a mission you have to do. So it would be like, get 10 kills in your multiplayer games, so that you get this many supplies back to your base, quote unquote, like to save your survivors or to get more survivors or this and that. And I really loved the multiplayer, not for the gameplay specifically, but for the fact that it felt like I had a huge weird hand in keeping survivors of my camp alive. And holy shit, did I like that. Because even though I couldn't really see what they were doing, it genuinely just, there was a world building element of them. I don't know, like, what I was doing mattered in that multiplayer. Like if I didn't do that, everyone is gonna die, and I have to restart my base over again. Because I think that's what it was. To the point where, actually, the last mission I remember doing is it was like get 10 kills or something. It was 10 kills and 90% of your base dies. Get 15 and like 70%, and then get whatever 20, and only 40% of your base will die because of like a big fucking swarm was coming or some shit. And I found that super cool because like it made the game not only just have wait in that game, game's done. It had weight in your entire fucking playthrough. Like every game mattered, and all the games would tie together. But yeah, in the very last game, like the literal last person alive, I remember this because I was playing with actually my friend that I don't talk to anymore. I was playing with him, and in the very last game that I was able to do it, that scenario came up, and it was like the very last person alive, and I killed them, and that was my 10th kill. So my base didn't completely die. Like 90% of the people in my camp died, which sucked. But I was like, holy fuck, there's still people alive. And fucking holy shit, guys. Enrico, he was still there. He was still one of the people alive, which made me feel very good about it. I'm kidding. I don't think they ever gave names. But this is one of the things of like, State of Decay has the world building where you actually get to see what is happening in your camp, which I obviously wanted a little bit more in the State of Decay universe. Like I can't wait for it to happen, but I get to kind of like put my own spin on what happens, and it makes me really happy because I get to like kind of role play. Excuse me. I got to role play, and I don't have the community editor mod currently, but it gave me like a little idea of I could do that if I really wanted to. It's cool. Um, this all said, though, I kind of brings me to like a next point of I love the gaming, I love the world building, but I guess the future of each of my channels is kind of laid out because of my recent history of everything happening. And anyone who is watching this from my Snapchat will get very excited at the thought of my floor time coming back in a big way on YouTube. It's gonna be on YouTube, TikTok, and Snapchat in different ways, each of them. But it will be coming back. Floor time basically is just literally so my doctor, because I've been having back problems too. Different, not like the heart thing is the hospital. The back thing is I went to a doctor, and I had a sciatic nerve problem when I was younger because I folded like a fucking chair in hockey, and yeah. So basically, I have to do a thing called floor time. He didn't call it floor time, but I do a thing called floor time where I just laid down on the floor, did a bunch of fucking stretches, and because I was bored and because I was snapping people while I was doing it, a lot of people would see me on the floor, which brought up floor time, where I just asked a fuck ton of people questions and it would be put on my story. And it was entertaining for quite a bit. And I would just talk about the most random shit. Not while doing my stretches, which I should have been doing, but basically in between the stretches when I was bored. And for some reason, it most of the time was happening at work. But I'm going to be doing that. And, and the first floor time that I'm doing is telling a story of a guy that died at my work. That was a very interesting happening. But yeah, that's something that's going to be happening on my Effie channel. I don't know if I said that, but yeah, for my Effie channel, I've got two things in mind: is weekly floor times, and anytime I finish a book that I need to talk to someone about because I don't actually talk to anyone who reads books, or reads the books that I read, for instance. But like I really want to talk about The Walking Dead, so I'm just gonna put the fucking video on, or I'm gonna put the camera on, and I'm gonna talk about what happened in the book The Walking Dead, and that's gonna be the first one that I do is The Walking Dead. Not Road to Woodbury, The Walking Dead, Rise of the Governor. That's the first one I'm gonna do because I want to talk to people about it. The only person I've talked to about it is my mother, and she didn't really fucking understand a single word that I was saying, other than the fact that I was like, "Oh yeah, the governor, this happened," and like it blows your mind. That was all I said, but like in more detail. But I want to talk about it in the video. So when it comes out, you gotta watch that. Yeah. So get ready for that, guys. Um, but yeah, that's basically the only things I have planned like that are actually 100% gonna happen. I want to do my like crappy cooking since I now have a working kitchen and an open space that I can, for lack of better words, actually record in, which is very, very nice. But I spent a lot of time making sure that there's enough open space that I can put cameras in my kitchen, uh, and the audio won't be all fucked up because there is shit in there that should be able to control the volume and get rid of the echo. Um, but for the main part, like I said, the things that I'm very much focusing on is like that book club and floor time, and then just like the old videos that I was doing where it was like the little quizzes and stuff. I want to do those again, like the BuzzFeed quizzes, because those were fun and very easy, and it's just like honestly, it makes me feel better. That's the simplest way of saying this. Okay, which brings me to also FactXL29, this channel that we're on right now. Firstly, I want to start by saying I'm probably going to be doing a weekly one of these, which is just called Therapy Time. Therapy is expensive. I am technically in therapy, but it had to get changed from bi-weekly to monthly to pretty much now bi-monthly. So or not wait. It got changed from every 2 weeks to every month to now every 2 months. That's how it changed. That's what it is. But like I said, it's expensive, and I do need to talk and get some things off my chest. So you guys are gonna be my little therapists if you ever so please. That said, I'm probably gonna be doing that weekly. It's literally just going to be called Therapy Time. This one's not going to be called Therapy Time because this is kind of more like an update of what's going. Okay, basically this is the beginning of Therapy Time. Now that I'm thinking about it, holy shit! Look at that jump. It's crazy. But yeah, there's that. Uh, I want to change the focus of this channel from being like if you guys watched it, like there was the Poppy Playtime videos. I had all of like the solo story driven games. I kind of want to do things where it's like either how do I phrase this? Either so like the world building that I was talking about before, I kind of want to do something where it's like that. Uh, Kind of telling a story, but telling my own story in the game, making it funny, obviously. Like, I don't think any of them are going to be super serious. Most of them are going to be like comedic story game or comedic stories with like after narration, like post production. I'm going to put narration into it. In games like State of Decay, RimWorld, and The Sims, where it's like there's a possibility of doing that, right? But yeah, something like that. And those story driven games like Poppy Playtime, like uh, Indigo Park, something like that. I'm probably going to be doing that more with select games. Not every single game that I record is going to be put on here. It's more going to be like more like the indie titles. I'm going to be putting shorter, easier to consume versions on this channel. Uh, like an edited version of Poppy Playtime, because I'm gonna finish any game that I've pretty much started the series on this channel. I'm going to keep on this channel. I'm gonna finish them off here. But yeah, something like that. It's going to change to where the point of it is going to be an edited, easier to consume, uh, not watered down, but like you're not gonna see me struggling. There's gonna be some edits like the Poppy Playtime video that I just released. It was much more heavily edited than any other video I think that I've ever actually uploaded on this channel. And I was very proud of it, don't get me wrong. It's just, I think after taking basically an entire year break, uh, I kind of want to be able to play games and have fun with stuff and have fun with editing without feeling like, oh, this is more stressful than anything. Because no offense, I'm not doing this to grow at this point. Well, no, that's wrong. I definitely want to grow, but I'm more doing this because talking things through and expressing myself in a creative way and sharing it is it's very good to have an outlet, and the outlet gets very fucked up when I'm trying to um, edit like 8 games in the same style that I always do. Uh, you see my point. But anyway, something like that. Like I said, I'm going to have the therapy sessions here. And then there's going to be somewhat like review style things where I'm going to go through it. I think I said this about my last video that I said this in, like the last one on Kino. I want to go through every single Call of Duty game and kind of not necessarily like just rank them, but say, like I've never played some of the stories in it, and I want to see like some of the games we remember super fondly, but some of the games everyone fucking hates, which funny enough are some of my favorite games, like COD Ghost. For some reason, we despise COD Ghost, and I loved it. That was one of my favorite games. Um, but anyways, point being, I want to do stuff that, for lack of better words, are reviews, but basically just going through an entire series of games and ranking them, not necessarily ranking, but like sort of rating. So it is like a review, but in a very weird backwards way. If that makes sense, like if you understand what I mean with that. But yeah, and then that obviously means there's going to be less story-driven games on here. But the story-driven games, like Poppy Playtime and shit, is going to be moving to my Fact Exile VODs channel. Along with that, though, is even if I don't stream them, I'm going to be basically putting in the full unedited, like, raw recordings of most of them. Bar, like, if I have a bathroom break, I'm obviously going to remove that. Like, if there's any period of, like, more than 10 seconds where I'm just, like, if I leave, I'm going to cut out the part of it. But it's going to be more or less unedited recordings of the entire game, so you can see everything that happens. And then, yeah, I do still want to have the Also Fact Exile channel with pretty much, it'll have 2 versions of it if I like the game. But if it's going to be like a gameplay and you just kind of want to watch me play the game, it'll be on all, or if you want to watch me just play the game, it'll be on the Fact XL 29 VODs channel. And if you want to watch me like actually do funny moments or the longer form of like, oh, why was this game good? Why did I like it? Why was I so fond of it back then but not now? Yada yada yada. That shit's gonna be on my Also Fact XL 29 channel. That's gonna be on a different one. The one that you're on right now. So yeah. Long story short, will these things happen? I think the VODs channel has a very good chance that it's going to be happening for the sake of, it's pretty hard to not be able to record a video and just pretty much upload it right on the channel. The Also Fact XL 29 channel, that's a little bit harder to do, but that's more like an expression of myself. So I hope they happen, and here's to waiting on that. Oh, and that also leaves the Fact XL 29 channel, but I don't have any footage really currently for that channel. I wanted to do a revamp of everything and kind of make sure that all of it's like the newer stuff. So don't expect a lot of content on that in the future, but it's still going to be just my like not solo content. Like gaming content, that's not solo. So like if I play with my roommate or if I play with Adam, or I can't think of anyone else I really game with, but like it'll most likely be going on that channel. And yeah. Therapy session's pretty much over, but there's still 4 minutes. So guess what, guys? I'm still gonna be fucking talking, okay? And I hope you guys are okay with that, because this is pretty much a podcast at this point. But you get to witness the fucking spin cycle again, guys. You guys, wait, do I not have the? Oh, I do have the cast mines. Okay, I was gonna say, where happened to the spin cycle? Is he not gonna do the spin cycle, guys? Hang on, hold on, wait a second. Wait, let's watch and analyze. Did he? He didn't do the fucking spin cycle. What a fucking idiot. He was late. He was late. He still threw him. He being me. But what a fucking loser. Goddamn, guys. Why do you even watch this shit? If you're still here, why are you still here? He doesn't even know how to play games right. He doesn't even know how to do shit right. Ever. God damn it. This is why I'm depressed, because I fucking hate myself with such good reason. And like he's even running in stupid spots. Fucking idiot. Oh god, that's good. No wonder you named it good. God, get that essence. Get that essence, girl. Whoa, bear, holy shit. But anyways, guys, even though that was pretty much it, and I did get through everything that I wanted to say, and oh boy, does it feel good to actually be able to speak about all the shit that was on my mind finally, since there's been a lot of it. If you're still here, well, how are you doing? How have you guys been doing? Are you excited for any of my content? Let me know if there's anything you guys would like to see me do. I'm not going to say there's an entirely good chance that it's going to happen, but hey, it might. Oh, there was one more thing before I inevitably die. So I think everyone kind of knew that I used oh fuck. Here it is. I think everyone kind of knew that I used AI thumbnails before. And I wanted to stop using the AI thumbnails and stuff. But I obviously don't have a lot of money. So the unfortunate part is, oh, here's where the cat decided to fuck me over. I don't have a lot of money. So do you guys like the couple of thumbnails that I used? Or is it like, should I go back to using my like AI thumbnails until I get my goal is to get my like an art tablet and draw it myself, because I used to be very artistic and I used to actually have an art tablet, but you know, that one is outdated and it doesn't really work anymore. Oh, there it is, guys, look, the fucking, there she is, my little storm cloud. Ruined my game. She's so adorable. Don't you just love her? She's so cute. Aw. See, I just sit there and I watch her and I'm like, oh my god, she's such a baby, and she just loves cuddles. But yeah, should I be using my AI thumbnails? Should I be using the not AI thumbnails? Because I did get a lot of decent views when I was using the AI thumbnails, and although I fucking hate subscribing to using, well, not subscribing to, but like you understand, although I do despise using AI, it was fun to have a little boost in viewership because of it. Oh, she's so sleepy. Anyways, guys, that was about it. I'm gonna go put my cat to sleep, I'm gonna go brush my teeth, and I'm gonna go brush my cat's teeth. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave it a like. Let me know any of the questions that I did ask you, and I hope you're doing okay. I love you. And bye. Oh, he's biting his finger. What a fucking idiot. Bye, guys. Love you.